Most seniors drink water wrong after 70. Here's what doctors recommend instead. What if the way you're drinking water after 70 is silently draining your strength? Most older adults think they're doing the right thing, drinking plenty of water to stay healthy. But shocking new research says otherwise. What if I told you that one simple habit, something as innocent as gulping down water, could actually be making you tired, foggy, and even putting stress on your heart? Stick around, because in the next few minutes, you'll learn the hydration mistakes nearly every senior makes, and how to fix them before they do real damage. What really happens to hydration after age 70? Have you noticed that your sense of thirst just isn't what it used to be? Maybe you used to crave a cold drink after a walk or a meal, but now, hours can pass before you even remember to take a sip, and when you do drink water, it doesn't give you that same refreshing, energizing feeling anymore. You're not imagining it, and it's not your fault. After age 70, your body's entire hydration system begins to change in ways most doctors never talk about. A 2023 review from the National Institutes of Health found that the aging brain becomes less sensitive to thirst cues. That means many older adults are walking around mildly dehydrated, without even knowing it. But here's where things get more serious. Even if you are drinking enough water, the way you drink it might be putting extra stress on your body, your heart, your kidneys, even your muscles. Why gulping water can do more harm than good? Let me break it down. As we age, our kidneys lose some efficiency in managing fluids. Our cells become less responsive to hydration, and our heart and blood vessels become more sensitive to fluid overload. So if you're chugging a big glass of water first thing in the morning, or only drinking once or twice a day, you could be overwhelming your system instead of helping it. I saw this firsthand with one of my patients, 74-year-old Marjorie. She was doing what she thought was healthy, drinking 2 full glasses of water right after waking up, but she kept having dizzy spells, low energy, even strange heart palpitations. Turns out, her morning water routine was too much for her aging heart to handle. Once we switched her to small, steady sips throughout the day, especially before meals and after light activity, her symptoms vanished, her energy returned, her focus improved, and she even said her digestion felt better. And she's not alone. A 2022 study from the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who drank water in small amounts throughout the day had 30% fewer falls, 25% better brain function, and reported better emotional balance compared to those who drank them same amount all at once. The 3 biggest hydration mistakes seniors make. Let's break down the 3 hydration mistakes every senior should avoid. Mistake number 1. Drinking too much water at once. You've heard 8 glasses a day, right? That might be fine for a 30-year-old, but after 70, your body handles fluids very differently. Chugging a big glass all at once can spike your blood pressure, overwhelm your kidneys, or lead to something called postural hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure that can cause dangerous falls. The fix: sip 3 to 4 ounces of water every 60 to 90 minutes instead. Think of it like hydration grazing, small, steady, and safe. Mistake number 2, drinking water right before bed. Waking up multiple times at night to go to the bathroom. It's not just annoying, it can be dangerous. Each nighttime trip increases your risk of a fall in the dark and disrupts the deep sleep your brain and body desperately need. The fix: stop drinking water 1.5 to 2 hours before bedtime. Focus on staying well hydrated earlier in the day, especially before dinner, so your body has what it needs without sabotaging your sleep. Mistake number 3, waiting until you feel thirsty. This might be the most dangerous myth of all. If I'm not thirsty, I must be hydrated. But that just isn't true after age 70. Your brain's thirst signals fade with age, meaning you could be dehydrated long before you ever feel thirsty. The fix: don't wait for thirst. Create a routine. Set gentle reminders to take a few sips throughout the day, especially before and after light activity. Final thoughts: your new hydration habit. Remember, it's not just how much water you drink, it's how and when you drink it. Small sips, spaced out, earlier in the day. This one tiny shift can support your heart, your brain, your muscles, and even your mood. So if you're over 70 and want to stay strong, clear-headed, and energized, don't just drink water, drink it the right way. If you're not thirsty, you must be fine, right? Well, not after age 70. Because by the time you feel thirsty, your body may already be dehydrated, and that mild dehydration, it could be silently draining your memory, weakening your muscles, and speeding up aging. I end this Video, we'll uncover the surprising science behind hydration after 70, and why it's not just how much water you drink, but when and how you drink it, that can make or break your health. Why you can't trust thirst after 70. I'm not thirsty, so I must be okay. That's what 79-year-old James told me, right before we discovered his hydration levels were dangerously low. The reason? After 70, your brain's osmoreceptors, the sensors that tell you when you're thirsty, start to lose sensitivity. That means your body can be dehydrated without you even realizing it, and even just 1 to 2% fluid loss can impact memory, balance, reaction time, and energy levels. A 2021 study from the European Journal of Nutrition confirmed this. James had been dealing with constant fatigue, leg cramps, mild confusion. Once we introduced a simple schedule: small sips at breakfast, mid-morning, lunch, mid-afternoon, dinner, and after short walks, his strength and mental clarity came back within weeks. Outdated hydration habits are holding you back. Here's the truth: if you're over 70, your body no longer follows the same hydration rules. And sticking to old habits could be slowly wearing you down from the inside out. The muscle loss no one warns you about. When seniors think of preserving muscle, they usually think protein shakes, resistance bands, light exercise. But what if your hydration habits are actually sabotaging your progress? Dehydration accelerates sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass, and it's not just because you feel tired. The science goes deeper. In a 2022 Journal of Clinical Nutrition study, older adults who were even mildly dehydrated had 13% less muscle mass than well-hydrated peers. Why? Because your muscles are made of 76% water. Water helps deliver nutrients, remove waste after movement, and keep your muscles flexible and strong. Without enough water, muscles become sluggish, cramp more easily, recover more slowly, and in extreme cases, begin to break down so your body can steal water for vital organs. Let me tell you about Harold, 78, a former Marine. He said, "I'm eating right. I'm exercising. Why am I still getting weaker?" A simple hydration test revealed he was chronically underhydrated, not severely, but just enough to keep his muscles from performing. We added 6 ounces of water with each meal, 4 ounces after every bit of movement. 2 months later, his grip strength improved. And more importantly, his knees stopped buckling when climbing stairs. Hydration boosts more than muscles. It powers your brain. You forget your keys, lose your train of thought, walk into a room and can't remember why. Most people call it aging, but what if your brain fog is tied to something as simple as how much water you're drinking? The brain is 75% water. Every thought, every memory, every word you speak relies on electrical signals between brain cells, and those signals, they depend on hydration. Even slight dehydration causes slower blood flow to the brain, reduced neuron activity, and mental fog. A 2021 study from Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors who were just 1.5% dehydrated had 14% slower reaction times, 18% less working memory, and higher anxiety and confusion. That's without any underlying condition, just lack of water. Eleanor's story: from crosswords to confusion. Eleanor, 82, a retired librarian, used to breeze through crossword puzzles, but over the past year, she told me, I lose track of what I'm saying mid-sentence. Doctors ruled out dementia. No nutrient deficiencies. But one thing stood out: she rarely drank water. I just don't feel thirsty, she said. Just like hundreds of seniors I've worked with. We created a gentle hydration plan: 4 ounces of water before each meal, 4 ounces after short walks, and a warm cup of lemon water at sunrise. Within weeks, her clarity improved, and so did her confidence. Your perfect one-day hydration routine after 70. Want a hydration plan that works with your aging body, not against it? Here's what I recommend: white heavy checkmark morning, 4 to 6 ounces of warm lemon water within 30 minutes of waking, 4 ounces before breakfast. White heavy checkmark mid-morning, 3 to 4 ounces after light activity or a short walk. White heavy checkmark lunch, 4 to 6 ounces before eating. White heavy checkmark mid-afternoon, 3 to 4 ounces with a small snack or before a break. White heavy checkmark dinner, 4 to 6 ounces before the meal. White heavy checkmark evening, stop drinking 1.5 to 2 hours before bed to avoid nighttime bathroom trips if needed. 2 ounces of warm herbal tea or sips to soothe dryness. Final takeaway: hydration is not optional, it's foundational. After 70, water isn't just a basic need. It's the foundation of clear thinking, muscle strength, balance and coordination, energy, and aging well. So if you're feeling weak, forgetful, foggy, or just not quite yourself, try this. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Start sipping smarter, and see how your body responds, because sometimes, the smallest change, like a few sips of water, can make the biggest difference. OUTRO, call TO action. If you found this helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend over 70 who needs to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more practical health tips that help you age strong, stay sharp, and live fully. If you're over 70 and waiting to feel thirsty before drinking water, you could already be dehydrated, and that mild dehydration? It's not so mild when it comes to aging. Why seniors don't feel thirst the same way. As we age, the brain's osmoreceptors, those tiny sensors that detect thirst, become less sensitive. That means your body can be running low on fluids long before you feel thirsty. So if you're saying, "But I'm not thirsty," that might actually be the problem. The impact of mild dehydration, even a 1 to 2% drop in hydration, can affect memory, energy, balance, and reaction time. A 2021 study from the European Journal of Nutrition confirmed this. Take James, age 79. He told me, "I don't drink much during the day. I just don't feel thirsty." But James was battling constant fatigue, leg cramps, and even mild confusion. Once we put him on a simple hydration rhythm, small sips at breakfast, mid-morning, lunch, mid-afternoon, dinner, and after a short walk, his strength and clarity returned within weeks. Muscle loss and dehydration. When seniors think about building or preserving muscle, they think protein, walking, resistance bands. But here's the shocker. Dehydration silently sabotages your muscles, even if you're eating well and exercising. A 2022 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that mildly dehydrated older adults had 13% less muscle mass than their well-hydrated peers. Why? Because muscles are made of 76% water. Water brings nutrients in, flushes waste out, and helps with recovery. Without enough of it, muscles become sluggish, crampy, and slow to rebuild. In fact, your body may even break down muscle to access water for vital organs. A real story. Harold's comeback. Harold, 78, a retired Marine, told me, "I eat my protein. I do my exercises. But I feel like I'm getting weaker." Turns out, he was chronically underhydrated. Not dangerously so, just enough to make a big difference. We added just 6 ounces of water with each meal and 4 ounces after any physical activity. Within 2 months, his grip strength improved, and more importantly, his knees stopped buckling on the stairs. Backed by research, a landmark study from the University of North Carolina showed that hydration can boost muscle protein synthesis by up to 18%. That means your body builds muscle better, from food, from exercise, even from physical therapy, when it's hydrated. Hydration and brain fog. Now let's talk memory. You misplace your keys. You forget why you walked into a room. You lose track of your words. Many brush it off as just aging. But one of the most overlooked causes of brain fog in older adults is dehydration. The brain is 75% water. Every thought, every memory, every sentence is powered by electrical signals between brain cells, and those signals need water to fire properly. When hydration drops, those signals slow down. Blood flow decreases, and the fog sets in. A 2021 study from Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that seniors who were just 1.5% dehydrated had 14% slower reaction times, 18% weaker working memory, and more anxiety and confusion, with no other condition present. Eleanor's story. Eleanor, 82, a retired librarian, told me, "I used to fly through crosswords. Now I lose my train of thought mid-sentence." Doctors ruled out dementia and major nutrient deficiencies. But one thing stood out: she rarely drank water. "I just don't feel thirsty," she said. We started a gentle hydration routine, 4 ounces before meals, 4 ounces after walks, and a warm lemon water in the morning. Within 3 weeks, her clarity came back. Her crossword streak returned. And her family noticed the spark in her eyes again. Hydration and mood. Hydration doesn't just help with memory, it balances your mood too. When you're dehydrated, your cortisol, stress hormone, goes up, and your dopamine and serotonin, feel-good chemicals, go down. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Geriatric Psychiatry found that well-hydrated seniors had 36% lower depression rates than those who were dehydrated. It's not magic. It's biology. Silent signs of dehydration in seniors. Think dehydration looks like dry lips and parched skin? Not in seniors. Here are 5 subtle signs your body may be crying out for water. 1. Sudden fatigue or low energy. Walking across the room feels harder than it should. Point 2. Mood swings or anxiety. Cortisol goes up, dopamine drops. You feel off, tense, or flat. Point 3. Dizziness when standing. Dehydration reduces blood volume, which affects blood pressure. This is a major fall risk. Point 4. Confusion or word-finding issues. Your brain can't transmit signals properly without water. Point 5. Dry mouth isn't the first sign. By the time your mouth is dry, you've already been dehydrated for hours. Check your urine instead. Pale yellow is good. Dark? You need water. Crystal clear all day long? You may be overhydrating or losing electrolytes. What to drink, and what to avoid. Not all fluids are helpful. Avoid these common hydration traps. Fruit juice, even natural juice, is just sugar water with no fiber. Spikes blood sugar and doesn't hydrate well. Diet sodas, caffeine and artificial sweeteners can irritate the bladder and kidneys. Sports drinks, often too high in sugar or sodium for older adults. Alcohol, even a single glass of wine can dehydrate you. Caffeinated teas and coffee, okay in moderation, but don't count them toward your water intake. A simple one-day hydration routine for seniors. Try this rhythm: 7:30 a.m., 4 to 6 ounces of warm water with lemon when you wake up. Breakfast, 3 to 4 ounces before and after the meal. Mid-morning, 4 to 6 ounces, especially if you've been active. Lunch, 3 to 4 ounces before and after. Mid-afternoon, 4 ounces plus a water-rich snack like watermelon or cucumber. Dinner, 3 to 4 ounces before and after. Before bed, a final 4-ounce sip to support overnight hydration. Not too much to avoid bathroom trips. Use a small 6 to 8 ounce glass. It feels more manageable than a huge water bottle. Closing message: hydration isn't just about drinking more water. It's about listening to your aging body in a new way, because when you do, everything changes. Your energy, your strength, your mood, even your memory. So start small. Sip often. And remember, aging strong starts with staying hydrated. What happens to your body after just 7 days of proper hydration? Not months. Not years. Just 1 week. For many older adults, the transformation is faster and deeper than you'd ever expect. Let's walk through what happens day by day, and how one simple change, consistent, age-appropriate hydration, can help you think clearer, move easier, sleep better, and feel like yourself again. But first, why most seniors are dehydrated and don't know it. Many older adults say, "But I'm not thirsty." That's the catch. As we age, our thirst signals weaken. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already behind. Even worse, some of the drinks you rely on for hydration may actually be working against you. Common hydration mistakes that backfire. Beverage box fruit juice. That glass of orange juice? It's mostly sugar. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high-sugar drinks pull water into the gut during digestion, reducing fluid availability to the rest of your body. Better choice: a glass of water with a few slices of fruit. You get hydration, fiber, and nutrients, without the sugar crash. Cup with straw. Diet sodas, they say, no sugar, but that doesn't mean no effect. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose have been linked to gut imbalance, headaches, and even increased appetite in older adults. Caffeine-containing sodas? They act as diuretics, meaning they make you lose water. Better choice: naturally flavored sparkling water or herbal iced teas. Unsweetened, hot beverage. Coffee after 2 p.m. Wise, it sharpens alertness, but it can also delay sleep and dehydrate you. Better choice: switch to herbal teas or decaf options after lunch. Man running sports drinks. While electrolytes help, many store-bought versions are packed with sugar, preservatives, and artificial dyes. Some have more sugar than soda. Better choice: look for low sugar electrolyte powders with sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Or make your own: 8 ounces water, a pinch of sea salt, a splash of lemon, a tiny drizzle of honey, wineglass. Evening alcohol. As we age, alcohol lingers longer in the body. 1 glass of wine at night can disrupt sleep, increase bathroom trips, and blunt your natural thirst. Better choice: calming herbal teas like chamomile or a magnesium-infused nighttime drink. Doctor approved, of course. Nighttime hydration. Finding the balance. Many seniors face a tricky choice: drink water before bed and risk waking up every few hours, or skip water and wake up groggy, dry mouth, and drained. Here's the secret: it's all about the pre-bed hydration window. 5:30 the golden window. 6:30 p.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. hydrate before bed, not at bedtime. Here's a simple routine: 6:30 p.m. sip 4 to 6 ounces of room temp water with dinner. 7 o'clock 7:45 p.m. 3 to 4 ounces of warm water, maybe infused with chamomile or mint droplet. This tops off your hydration without overloading your bladder overnight. And what you avoid is just as important. Crossmark: no caffeine after 2 p.m. Crossmark: no sugary drinks or carbonated beverages after 6 p.m. Crossmark: no large fluids after 8 p.m. Bonus tip: sleep with a humidifier on low point. 40-50% humidity supports oxygen flow and reduces overnight fluid loss through your breath and skin. Also, try elevating your feet slightly. It helps circulation and prevents fluid from pooling in your legs, easing pressure on your bladder. The 7-day hydration transformation. Day 1 to 2. Your body starts trusting you again. Small, regular sips, especially early in the day, begin to restore fluid balance. You may notice easier digestion, less bloating, more regular bathroom habits, and improved appetite. Day 3 to 4. The brain fog begins to lift. This is when things get interesting. As your brain gets properly hydrated, electrical signals between cells fire more efficiently. You may notice fewer senior moments, easier word recall, a calmer mood. One of my clients, Leonard, 76, said it best: I didn't even realize how foggy I'd become until I felt clear again. Day 5 to 6. Strength and balance. Improve your muscles, begin absorbing water more effectively. You may feel less tired after walking, fewer leg cramps at night, more stable getting up from a chair. Even your joints may feel looser, thanks to better lubrication. This is when many seniors say, I'm moving like myself again. Day 7. Sleep deepens, energy returns, your internal rhythms begin to reset. With better hydration before bed, and fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, you finally sleep deeper. You may wake up refreshed, clear-headed, less moody, more steady on your feet. Even your skin may look brighter. It's not vanity, it's biology. The real secret? Your body starts working with you again. After just 1 week, your body stops feeling like it's in survival mode. You're no longer pushing through fatigue or fog. You're flowing with energy and calm, because hydration isn't just about water. It's about supporting every single cell, system, and signal in your body. So ask yourself, if your body could speak, what would it say after 7 days of being fully supported? Closing message: start small. Sip often. Stick with it for 1 week, and you just might wake up to a version of yourself you haven't felt in years, because it's not magic. It's not medication. It's what your body has been asking for all along.